What to put on that 8 to 12 week meal prep. I got my first guest right here, Austin Arriola. I'm really excited to have you today, Austin. How are you?
Yeah, it's a pleasure to be here, man.
So I want to talk about you a little bit. Tell me about yourself, your daily life, school, work.
I'm just working at Iron House Nutrition right now, so I'm working there. I work quite a bit there, and then just dieting every day. You know, I prefer to stay lean throughout the off season, just so I don't have to diet too hard down for shows. I don't have to cut my carbs, too low. The cardio doesn't have to get crazy, anything like that. So
now I know what you mean by dieting, but a lot of our viewers don't know the dedication and the actual crushing of the numbers of your macros. So tell us a little bit about what dieting is for you.
Oh, yeah.
You're actually trying to get to 3.5, 4 point, 0% body fat. What is a normal diet for that?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, when you're getting stage ready, you got to be in, top shape. So your carbs can be cut all the way down. Your protein's barely at your body weight. Fat, just at bare minimum. It's not fun. You know what I mean? Cardio, you're going to be doing fasted 45 minutes to an hour. Be doing cardio post-workout. That's after all your training. I mean, it's fasted, very demanding.
Fasted, that means on an empty stomach, right?
Yeah, empty stomach in the morning. That's just when you're going to burn the most fat. Your body's, going to utilize that as energy more than it would anything else, So that's the best time to do it.
And that's catching some attention from the viewers. A lot of people want to lose weight or drop fat like that.
Oh, yeah,
so would you recommend fasted cardio?
Yeah, definitely. Fasted cardio is probably the most important, the most beneficial cardio as far as weight loss. Even 20 to 30 minutes, just to start incline treadmill, Stairmaster. You always want to keep it low intensity if you're fasted, just so you're not burning through your muscle tissue.
What's a good heart rate?
I would say 130 to 140. You don't really want to go too much above 140. Then you're going to start burning in, to your muscle stores, your amino acids, your protein stores, all that stuff. So
you guys can also use the heart rate monitors on the treadmills and most of the cardio equipment. They have the electrical impedance things, but I would actually recommend stopping for 15 seconds, doing your heart rate on your own, multiplying it by 4.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's going to be a little bit more accurate. Yeah. Oh yeah.
And so if you wake up in the morning, you sit around, you wait till your body wakes up. How fast do you need to get to the gym to do fasted cardio?
I try and go as soon as I can, just so I get my day started. Get it over with, just so I'm not tired if I'm sitting around.
So I have heard that you're supposed to eat or do your fasted cardio within 20 minutes.
I probably would, or else you're probably going to be really tired. You're not going to be able to, go all out on the cardio, be able to perform at your best. And you always want to maximize your performance in the gym. So that's what's going to give you the most results.
Cool. Well, that's some great dieting advice. Now let's move on to some supplements. I know you're a big supplement guy. I want to go into what your normal stack of supplements, vitamins, and minerals would be. And I also want to go into a little bit about the store you work at, Iron House.
Oh, yeah. So depending if I'm in my off season, and I'm trying to put on, just lean tissue, I'll be taking, basic supplements like a whey, protein, concentrate, something like Mutant 100, which we carry. You got to use a basic creatine. We have Jet Mass, which is a German creatine. It has 7 different kinds of creatine in it. It has your branched chain amino acids, glutamine, which is going to help you stay anabolic, increase your protein synthesis, help with recovery, things like that. A multivitamin is always good. We carry Flight Vita, which is a liquid multivitamin. It has like an 80% absorption rate compared to something like Animal Pack.
I recommend the liquid.
Yeah, oh yeah. And it's a lot easier to get down to than taking like 13 pills. Right. So, you just shoot that, tablespoon back and it's good to go.
People don't get, you get what you pay for. You go to Costco and pay $6 for a thing of multivitamins, you get what you pay for.
Yeah, and you're going to excrete, a lot of that. It's not really going to absorb in your body, so, you're not really utilizing that, so.
Yeah, one of the biggest keys for weight loss, I think, is just starting with the basics. A lot of people overlook that. They go straight to the fat burners and the pre-workouts.
Exactly.
They forget the fish oil. They forget the multivitamins.
Yeah, and, your health is the most important thing at the end of the day. Everyone wants to look good. Everyone wants to lose weight, have muscle, have the aesthetics, everything like that. But, you need to be healthy at the end of the day, The
phone's going crazy for questions for you over here, Austin. Let's go ahead and ask one right here. All right. One of my San Diego friends, Kyle from San Diego, asks, I've been dieting right now for 6 weeks. My carbs are at 30. What should I do? I'm not losing any weight.
I would say implement a refeed. Refeeds are really good. You can either do a cheat meal or a controlled refeed. I prefer controlled refeeds just because you can manipulate it a little bit more.
Controlled means you're counting your macros, your calories?
Yeah, so you want to keep your fat pretty low. I would say no more than like 30 to 40 grams, just from like your trace foods. Protein right at your body weight, and then carbs, maybe like a 25% increase, and that's gonna, speed up your metabolism. It's going to boost your leptin levels. Leptin's the most important fat burning hormone in your body. So usually when you have, when you've stopped losing weight, it's because you have no more leptin. So this is going to, give you a quick boost with that, and it's going to get you past that plateau.
Great answers so far. You're all about the leptin. I'm all about the leptin. I'm actually in school for nutrition right now, so that's something I talk about frequently.
Oh, yeah.
You're all about longevity and health, which is very rare to hear from a physique or a bodybuilder competitor. I also want to hear about Iron House a little bit more. Just tell me what separates Iron House. What's the difference when I go to Iron House that I'm going to get versus Max Muscle or Core or GNC or Vita Shop?
I mean, all supplement stores, are going to carry, lots of great products with us. We just like to have a, really good environment. We like to take care of our customers. If they have, questions on weight loss, we're not just going to sell them on a supplement. We're going to, make sure their diet's in check, their training's in check, their cardio's in check. We have a full juice bar. We do protein shakes. We do body fat testing. We do pre-workout shots. We have, everything there. We even have tanning beds.
So you guys have a smoothie bar? That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
awesome.
We do, a full juice bar, like everything.
What are you offering there?
Our most popular, we have like a peanut butter peel that's just chocolate protein, peanut butter, banana, almond milk. We use almond milk in all our shakes, so anyone can have them.
Nice.
We have strawberry banana, s'mores. We're working on pumpkin spice right now, so
dude, if only Starbucks would keep up on that. All they have is the coconut milk and it's loaded with sugar.
Oh
so
yeah, it's a good alternative. We're right outside of the Kings Canyon GB3, so that helps a lot. People get done with their workout, they just shoot over there, make them a quick shake, and they're good to go. So
what's your favorite smoothie? Or do you have a signature? Is there?
Yeah, I have my own. Everyone that comes into the shop, I make them my own, and it's I'll do. Usually, I don't give this away, but I'll give it away. I do 8 ounces of almond. Yeah.
California Health and Fitness. Here you go.
I do 8 ounces of almond milk, a scoop of chocolate protein. We usually use like a whey isolate in the back, just because it's a little bit cleaner. And then I'll use Real Food, which is a supplement by Rich Piana. It's a low glycemic index carb powder. It's a sweet potato pie flavored, but that with the chocolate protein mixes really well. And then I'll put the s'mores flavoring in there, and it's just like the synergy.
You can use
amazing.
the isolate too. They're using the most expensive protein for you. You gotta go check that out.
Oh yeah,
you gotta go
high quality.
check that out.
That's what it's about. So
that's awesome. That's awesome. Now tell us a little bit more about yourself. So I want to move past the supplements. We already talked about nutrition. I do want to talk about fitness, but I want to talk about a little bit more about your traits, your personality. Are you in school? What do you do for your free time? What's fun to you since you're dieting all the time? Obviously, you're not out drinking all the time.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I went to Willow right when I graduated high school. I graduated from Buchanan. I went to Willow for my first semester, and then after that, I started prepping for the Fresno show back in April. So I didn't go to school my second semester, and I haven't been back since. But I'm trying to get my ISSA personal training certification. I want to get that done. When I'm dieting, I usually just like to hang out. I'm pretty busy, whether it's training clients at the gym or, doing my cardio or being at the gym, I'm a pretty relaxed person. I like to be at home, chill with my dogs.
So you do personal training?
Crazy. Yeah.
So if you guys like what you see, his contact information is not only on our website, it's going to be on this segment when it's on YouTube, but you can catch him at Facebook, Austin Arriola, same as spelling on Instagram, correct?
Yeah, correct.
And on Twitter as well. It's not that bad that you didn't go to school. I mean, I've stopped going to school. I can't even tell you how many times. But it's kind of weird because I don't know how to say it, but it's almost like what they teach is a little far behind because you're from experience working in supplement stores. Let's say I go take a nutrition class. What I learned in nutrition class is way behind than what you're learning working in a supplement store.
Yeah, and I feel like for me, actually working at the store, that's like hands-on experience. I'm more of, I learn a lot better that way. As far as just reading out of a book, it's a little bit easier, for me
it's
to
It's interesting to me, too, because, nutrition is supposed to teach you the best ways to go about things, right? But I guarantee my nutrition teacher couldn't get you to 4.0 body fat.
Yeah, exactly. And it's, because it's two, different things, trying to, be healthy and be, shredded on stage, it's two different lifestyles, and so that's why in my off season, I just try and live a healthy lifestyle, still make good, food choices, still, watch my carbs, watch my macros, count everything. And then, when you get ready for a show, you're going to have to, sacrifice a little bit. Your health might, might not be the healthiest, when you get really lean, but it's for a very short amount of time. So it's not, crazy. It's not detrimental.
So when can we see you compete next?
I'm planning on doing the new division that the NPC just released like last month, the Classic Physique division. I want to either start with Muscle Evolution, which I believe is February 13th. It's in Santa Clara, or the Fresno Classic, which is in April. And then I want to hit a couple shows that season and just, see how it goes. Nice.
Yeah. We got a minute till we go to commercial. After that, we'll go into some more in-depth questions right now. But, something I wanted to ask you about, and I purposely didn't ask you this before, so your answers, right off the top of your head. But I always notice you dress good, and it's super, super hard to maintain a big muscle mass and still have clothes that look good or symmetrical that fit you. What's your secret to that?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard. Like right now, these jeans on me, it's funny you say that. Like my quads in my off season, they get a little bit fuller. So, they fit my legs nice, but on my waist, it's like these things they're so big, and these are like a 30. So it's hard, especially when you start putting on weight for stuff to fit you. Everything fits you different. You're never really gonna have clothes that fit you perfect. You kind of just have to, have clothes for when you're really lean and clothes for when you're kind of bulked up.
I think it's kind of something that guys struggle with because you're trying to be as huge and as shredded as you possibly can while having your shirt off. But at the same time, you can't just walk around looking terrible in clothes, right?
Exactly. So, I mean, it's kind of a trade-off. You have to kind of find a happy medium with that,
So if it came down to it, someone said, hey, you can either compete the rest of your life or you can dress nice every day for the rest of your life, which would it be?
Compete for the rest of my life.
Yeah,
I like looking shredded, so that's what it's about.
You guys are going to come back in 3 minutes with Austin Arriola's Inspirational Figures. So if you want to check those out, stay tuned.
Oh, yeah.
See you in 3.
The Exeter Chamber of Commerce invites you to come on over to the beautiful city of Exeter. To learn more about Exeter, visit exeterchamber.com.
Looking for work? Tired of minimum wage? For as low as $200, become certified as a forklift driver at the Certified Forklift Training Center. Call 559-325-8097 or visit cftc.net.
Full Circle Brewing Company, Fresno's unique craft brewery and eclectic entertainment venue.
Family Options provides services to adults with developmental disabilities. Be part of the family and experience caring results and excellence. Call 559-275-2323. For all your life insurance needs, Central Valley Talk recommends our good friend Clint Cartridge. Give Clint a call at 559-478-0425.
Low testosterone affects most men. Dr. Kevin Lester discusses the Testosterone Optimization Program.
The top program is a testosterone optimization program designed to improve men's health and well-being. Men's testosterone, which diminishes gradually from the time they're about 30 or 35 to about the time they die, which is hopefully 86, 87, they gradually have less and less testosterone. Your belly becomes fatter, your blood vessels become worse, you become out of shape, you get grouchy. Come in for a free measurement, and then it's almost always insured. Almost all insurance companies cover it, including Medicare. But it's free to come in for the first consultation. After that, even if you're a cash patient, it's $140 a month.
Find out more about the Testosterone Optimization Program by visiting tophatmed.com or calling 559-431-2332. Mike Briggs Properties sells homes in the Tower District and throughout Fresno and the Valley. Did you know we also sell businesses? Why work to build someone else's business when you could build your own? The small businesses we have for sale include restaurants, professional practices, and you can even own your own TV show. This week's featured businesses include an established Pizza by the Slice business in the heart of the Tower District, and also available a laundromat in Van Ness Village. If you are interested in owning a business, call Mike Briggs Properties at 486-6758 and ask for details.
CentralValleyTalk.com.
Welcome back to California Health and Fitness, you guys. My name is Zachary Browning. Thanks for joining us. If you are just tuning in, we're sitting in with our local physique competitor right here, 19-year-old Austin Arriola. What's up?
What's going on, man?
How are you?
Good.
I haven't seen you in like 3 minutes, right?
Yeah.
So, a couple things I want to ask you on this second half of our interview. Number one, who has inspired you in the Central Valley or guided you or given you the tools that you need to be where you are right now?
I mean, just a lot of the local, fitness enthusiasts out here. Definitely my manager, Tanya, at Iron House Nutrition. I mean, she's, IFBB Pro, she's from Fresno. I mean, that right there is just like a lot of inspiration. She definitely looks out for me. Whenever I'm prepping for a show, she's always on me, making sure, I'm on point.
She's a beast. I can't wait to have her as a guest.
Oh, yeah. She's coming on. Her, Greg from Core, Greg's awesome. He's always talking to me, telling me what I need to work on, willing to help me with posing, things like that. Just a lot of, everyone in the fitness community is very friendly and very, welcoming, once you kind of get into it. So, yeah.
Super cool. I think we're going to have to bring her out here as well. One of our users just gave us an idea for where you guys doing smoothie tips every month. You guys come out here and provide a monthly smoothie. That came from one of our viewers, so I'll have to have her come out and do
definitely,
that with you.
definitely.
We'll have to make
I make the best shakes, though, so everyone knows that at the shop. So.
I hope she's watching so she can hear that.
I told him to.
So moving on, Inspirational Figures, Tanya, thank you. Now let's move on to your clothing sponsor. I don't know if you guys knew this, but he's sponsored. Tell us about your brand.
Yeah, so I just got sponsored by this new company called Essential High Apparel. You can follow them on Instagram at essential.high.apparel. And they're just like a lifestyle / performance type brand. They do leggings for women, tank tops. They have really cool snapbacks, t-shirts. They're doing joggers, stringers. Everything. They're just trying to really push a brand that's for everyone. Where you can be in an SBI or a Tilly, something like that. But also be in nutrition stores. Be with the fitness community. Something you'd be in Huntington Beach or Long Beach. You see people rocking that stuff.
So I don't want to stray too far off that topic, but so a huge premise of my show is to get Fresno and the Central Valley to where LA is.
Yeah,
and that's when you reference the LA scene, the fashion scene, how far Southern California and even the Bay Area is ahead of Central Valley. I mean, we're in the same state. You think we should be right up with those cities. California's the 8th largest economy in the whole world. What's wrong? Fresno's the 5th largest city. What's happening here? There's a lot of cool stuff here. It's just people have to learn about it. It has to be showcased.
Oh, yeah.
There's not as much money here, so I think you just have to be creative.
Yeah, and you got to expand and a lot of it is networking and marketing with everybody. Everyone needs to work together. Everyone wants to be a big fish in a small pond, and that's that it doesn't work like that. We all have to work together and expand and just feed off of each other's ideas and go from there.
And it's so cool to hear someone as young as yourself believe in buying local and spreading things like that.
Yeah, definitely.
That it doesn't happen overnight. You have to put that little bit of long term and
it takes a lot of hard work
into it. So back to High Apparel Clothing. Sounds like they're already pretty far ahead of a lot of other companies. They don't just have one product. They have a little bit of everything, guys and girls.
Yeah, exactly. And like I said, they're just getting started. They have a lot to come. They're also most likely going to be at this event we're having at Iron House, November 14th. It's on a Saturday from like 11 to 4. And, DJ DeSoto, he's hosting it. We're going to have vendors there, product giveaway, raffles. Someone's going to deadlift a truck. I think they're trying to get Robert Oberst from GAT to deadlift a truck. They're doing a truck pull, a pull-up competition, all kinds of stuff. So, and we're going to have the clothing sponsor there. It's a barbecue, everything. So, and that'll be.
I don't have anything in my calendar. I'm going to be there November 14th. Iron House, and you said that's on GB3 Sunnyside?
Yeah, Kings Canyon and Fowler. So,
cool.
Yeah.
So you guys can check out GB3 or anything like that while you're there. I've seen pictures of you working out in Fitness Evolution and GB3. Where do you go now?
I'm at GB3 right now. I was going to, I worked at Fitness Evolution before I was at Iron House. So I was there and I was training there, obviously, for a while. And then when I got out of there, I went to Fort Washington Fitness. And I was training there for maybe like 6 weeks, right when I started prepping for the Fresno show back in April. And then when we got the Kings Canyon store, I was like, I just need to switch to GB3 just because it's so much more convenient, being there all the time, being with clients, stuff like that. So I usually train at the Kings Canyon.
So for our local viewers, if you're trying to decide where to work out, because that's a question. I live in San Diego and I have people text me 3 or 4 times a day, what gym should I go to? I'm not even kidding. You're saying GB3?
GB3 or Fort Washington Fitness. Fort Washington Fitness is nice. I mean, if you don't want a crowded gym, you want to get there and you're serious about your work, that's definitely going to be your best bet. The Kings Canyon and Fowler Gym, the Hernan and Fowler GB3, they can get really busy, during rush hour and stuff. Fort Washington Fitness was never really like that, but I mean, GB3, that's where my heart is. That's where it's going to be. That's where I'm staying.
I don't want to name drop Milburn, but that's like my spot.
That's Tanya's spot too. Oh yeah.
That aerobics room, like I share a pulse of that aerobics room. I can't wait to start working there again now that I'm back in the Central Valley.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That's super, super cool. Fort Washington is really nice. I used to personal train there actually. That was my very, very first job. I like Fort Washington because it's less crowded. It's $10 more a month, but the amount of knowledge and I guess, inspirational figures that are there, people that you can just walk
Oh
up to
yeah,
and ask questions.
Jack Scow. I'm sure you've seen him in there. He was like, I mean, he was always helping me with posing, making sure I was on point. When I was prepping. I mean, just the environment there is very uplifting and very positive. So,
Yeah, if
and
there
that's always
was a
good
place
thing.
in Fresno that has the best trainers, I would say it was at
Definitely.
Fort Washington.
Oh, yeah, I agree.
They're people that really care about what they do. They're competitive in what they
Exactly.
do. They
Yeah.
constantly learn. No matter what day of the week you walk in there and they're working hard.
Yeah, they're not
I
about
don't
the
even
money. They're
know.
about results.
I don't even know how they do that.
Yeah.
Super cool. Now, Fitness Evolution, you said you worked there for a little bit. I interviewed with the regional before I moved away, but I want to hear how it's doing.
I mean, I haven't been there in a while. I mean, my family still trains there. My sister, my dad, my whole family pretty much works out.
I know they're
so.
very good at producing results. That's kind of why I like their business model.
Mm-hmm.
It can get annoying at times getting a phone call from them asking you where you've been, but at the same time, that might be something that brings you back to the gym.
Exactly, and it keeps you, on top of things. That's the one thing, they really did teach me is that, you got to follow up with people. You really got to stay on them, to make sure they're on track. I mean, same thing goes when someone comes to me for a diet. I can give them a diet, but who knows, if they're following it 40%, 50%, 100%. I mean, you have to really stay on them and make sure, because they'll, I always tell them, just be honest. If you're, not being honest with me, and you're not getting results, then I can't change anything because you're not following your plan.
Right.
As long as you follow the plan and stick to it, then, we can make the necessary changes.
We're humans.
So.
Humans are naturally imperfect, so it's going to
Yeah,
happen.
everyone makes mistakes. I mean, there's plenty of times where I mess up on prep and I have a cookie here and there. It happens. So.
Hey, all right. And again, exclusively on California.
Not that much,
Fitness.
though.
You're hearing a guy that gets first place every now and then. Maybe not 6 weeks out, but as you're getting up to that point. Awesome. So now I want to talk about your fitness routines, strength training. Before we get done, what's your normal weight routine? Are you all about the barbells, the dumbbells? Do you hit the resistance cables?
Yeah, so I'm really big on, I like to switch things up, but I also like to progressive overload. I feel like that's the most important way to grow. I like to keep it pretty heavy, especially when I'm dieting down, because, you train heavy to gain that muscle, so why would you, everyone says, oh, lighten up the weight, go 12 to 15 reps, you're going to burn more calories, but you want to lift heavy so you can, still stimulate that muscle and remind it that it needs to stay there when you diet down.
I don't expect everyone to know what, like, perceived rep maximum is or anything like that, but what is lifting heavy? Let's say...
To me, I mean, as far as bodybuilding purposes and, for hypertrophy and, gaining muscle and gaining size, I would say 6 to 8 reps is pretty heavy. But I like to keep things like, 3x10s. I usually I like to start with a lot of barbell work. Just all free weights I usually start with, start with the heavy compound movements, and then move into more isolation stuff like cable work, like, pin-loaded machines, the hammer strength machines, stuff like that. And maybe do, more supersets with that, more drop sets, kind of really get the squeeze, contract the muscle. So.
I hope you guys are writing all this down, because if you look forward to competing anytime soon, I mean, this advice is money, and you pay $400 or $500 for it a month, right?
Oh, yeah.
So, again, you guys referenced the YouTube video. Go back and watch it again if you'd like. Now, you told me that you were trying to get your ISSA certification, which is a personal training certification. It's one of the first personal training certifications that I got. If there's younger generations or younger kids watching this, is something I like to do is connect high school kids with the show and have them play it in classrooms so they kind of know what's going on in their community and what jobs are available to them. So our kids that want to be personal trainers or work in the fitness industry, do you have any advice for them?
Yeah, I mean...
Is it good? Is it bad?
Yeah, I think it's definitely good. There's a lot of opportunity, but you have to be willing to put in the work. Nothing's going to be handed to you. You really have to know how to market yourself. You have to know how to put yourself out there. Always just, you got to keep an open mind to everything and to everyone. And just... keep working hard. There's going to be some times where it's going to be slow. You're maybe not, you don't have a lot of clients or, whatever's going on. But, you just got to stay consistent and just trust yourself.
A lot of people get certified as a trainer and then they think these clients are just going to pop up out
and
of nowhere.
Yeah, and it doesn't happen.
I'm making thousands of dollars because I read about it on the internet or I saw this article on
so many
Facebook.
times. Oh, yeah, that's
it happens
so true.
so much to me. I can't tell you how many people tell me they're moving to San Diego and, oh, are you hiring? Like, you must be making pretty good money. Can I work there too? I'm like, dude, you're not just going to, you know how hard it was for me to pull 20 clients?
Yeah.
Like
I mean, it takes a
months?
lot, to build them up, especially because, you have to get results for those clients to be able to show people, what you're capable of doing and your knowledge,
Right.
with everything. So.
And I mean, I want to ask you another question about marketing, like you said earlier, but, a lot of people, I almost think they think they're going to make thousands of dollars with a personal training certification and that this business is going to come out of nowhere, but realistically, your business is in the gym. You have to walk up to people in the middle of their workouts and ask them if they need help, if they can do something better, if they're doing something wrong. And that in itself is so hard confidence-wise, because I can't tell you how many people I've walked up to, like, almost nervous, shaking.
Oh yeah, especially because people are just working out, and you don't know them or what they're doing, so you have to really just kind of approach them in a good way, and not you don't want to put them down like, hey, you look like a beginner, or anything like that, because everyone starts somewhere. You're trying to help them out,
Right.
So you just have to be confident with that, and if they don't want to do it, then that's fine,
So you're helping them out. Remember that. Alice, we have a minute left. I want to ask you real quick. Earlier you said market yourself. Now, for our high school kids that haven't taken economics yet, what's marketing yourself? Give us an example.
Just putting yourself out there, as far as like your social media, really trying to push that.
Social media can be a good thing when your teachers are telling you to get off your phone and put your phone
not in
away.
class.
I'm working.
Not in class. You can't be doing that. But when you have free time, you really want to be pushing your Instagram, your Twitter, your Facebook. Putting yourself out there, showing people what you are. And staying connected with all your followers so they know what's going on in your
If I was a
life.
teacher and I walked up to a kid on his phone and they said, "I'm marketing myself right now. Leave me alone." I'd probably let him just.
Yeah, I'd let him do it
marketing
because
himself.
that's an entrepreneur right there.
Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot.
Business minded.
So Austin Arriola, you guys can find him on his social media if you want to work with him. He does a lot of online prep and he's very inexpensive. We talked about pricing earlier. I'm not going to give any of them away, so you have to go on there, contact him directly. I think your email is probably the best for that, right?
Yeah, definitely my email, which is on my Instagram, which is just at Austin Arriola, Facebook Austin Arriola, and then my Twitter. You can either search Austin Arriola or 2aesthetic_, same thing. So.
Right.
Yeah.
I know. Again, sometimes it's annoying shouting out a bunch of social media. Everyone has their own preference of what they're going to use. So that's why we always push using the website. We'll post everything on there on our Facebook later today. We'll post all of our guests along with their social media. So if you guys do want to check them out, the resources are right there and one click away. You guys, coming up next, we have one of our Fresno local beauties, and we just all want to thank Austin Arriola for coming on the show, hanging out with us today.
Appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for your advice today.
Yeah,
Okay.
be on soon and bring Tanya here.
Yeah, we'll see you at our event on the 14th. You guys
Cool.
be right back. California Health and Fitness.
This segment brought to you by Tioga Sequoia Brewery. Central Valley Talk is fueled by Tioga Sequoia Brewery in downtown Fresno.
Sunshine Natural Health in Tulare, California is your source for nature's best remedies. Call Sunshine Natural Health at 559-688-2063 and get healthy. There's a better way to optimize productivity and quality of life at work. Call High Point Consulting today and harness the power of your vision. Create your better way at highpointconsulting.net.
Foundations